This is their fourth final as a pair in 6 years. That's how good they are, and like Dan said, they may be the best pairing, the dominant force. We shall see, but there's going to be a lot of responsibility in this man's hands, and that's what he can do. Hates responsibility, Josh Rock.
24-year-old Josh Rock, leading his country, has just hit his 12th 180 of this tour.
It's a fascinating one, that's for sure. It's been one of those events where you think you got a handle on it, Dan. Oh, that'll happen. Really? It kind of all started, obviously, with England losing, but then the Netherlands beating Scotland 8-zip. What kind of universe are we living on?
Well, this universe features Johnny Clayton and Gerwyn Price winning an awful lot of games in this format of darts. Daryl Gurney, double five. What a start from Super Chin, and look at that! We've not seen much of that from him this weekend.
If you were thinking of doing something else during this final, just sit back down.
He has played second fiddle to Josh Rock. He has done his bit, he has hit his doubles. He has taken some chances. But Daryl Gurney, this is a man who's won 2 major titles. He's beaten Michael van Gerwen in a major final, and that was back when Michael van Gerwen was in his pomp.
Yes, and that's the important thing, isn't it?
In terms of individual displays, Daryl Gurney has produced some of the best we have ever seen in this sport. Remember when he beat Peter Wright at the World Match Play?
Oh, what a game. He was relentless in that.
He just did not miss. Wright lost that match with 105 average. He's got it in him, but he hasn't won a title for 6 years, Daryl Gurney. Is tonight the night he ends the wait?
Didn't like that release, did he? You saw Riccardo Pietrezco unable to grip the dart earlier on in the semi-final. It's not as warm in here as it was last evening, and that was unbearable, by the way. It's still warm. I say it all the time, it's about creating opportunities and taking them down. But he created that himself, didn't he, Daryl Gurney? Double 9!
Gerwyn Price is not going to take the 110. First dart into the 7th segment, the chance disappears immediately. Get the single, that's the first port of call. That'll do.
Dart players are amazing creatures, they really are. Well, we mentioned his energy and we mentioned Daryl being solid. That's what they're doing. Right now, the Welsh are playing second fiddle. But don't forget, during the semi-final, they didn't look too special, then they found a way.
57.
Well, all tournament, Northern Ireland have relied on the scoring power of Josh Rock, and Daryl Gurney has been pretty good at tidying things up at the back end of legs. At the start of this final, that is exactly what is happening again. The formula has worked, and they are sticking with it.
58.
Yeah, Gerwyn Price against the Netherlands for 10 legs was a bit ropey. Then he got better. I wonder if you can be ropey for 10 legs against this.
161.
Shot still on. Can't find the treble 18.
93.
Now Josh Rock, what route's he going? 2 treble 19s. That looks so good. Sailed past it.
It was an aggressive dart, Dan, wasn't it?
66. Whether it was 68.
Ended up being an average visit. Looked like being a devastating visit. Double 16 now. That felt like a must-get. Yeah, the Clayton cam is in full use. Great finish there from Johnny Clayton. Much needed.
The first leg, but a break back as well. They've been under the cosh in the opening 2 or 3 legs of this one, Wales, but yet we're back on throw.
41.
It felt like a big moment, Dan. There's going to be lots of these, I think, especially the first 10 legs where they're jostling for position. As Josh Rock, it's another 180. What on earth?
96.
He has had spells, Josh Rock, and he had one early this year for a good couple of months, where he was so good and so impressive in the scoring phase. He was averaging more than anybody in the world. He knocked little off the top of the averages chart because of this sort of scoring power. When you say it's about creating opportunities and taking them, that creates opportunities. Here's one.
37.
I like the way he messes around. There's a lot of faffing, isn't there? This is for a break. 9 darts thrown. That's the 10th dart. I'm loving the manner of the pair of these. They're holding on, Wales.
First to 10 legs, it's going to be split into 3 segments this final. 5-leg chunk and another 5-leg chunk, and then we'll play to a finish. We know Northern Ireland are going to be leading at the first break, but 4-1 would feel fabulous for the pair.
And the way they're playing. I feel like we deserve that. We're better than them.
They've got better as the tournament's gone on. They were good against South Africa. They were very good against the Republic of Ireland. They were brilliant against Germany.
Aren't they just? Another. Look at them. Just like they grew there. Has he ever been more in control of his darts, Dan?
It was very clear as soon as he showed up in professional darts that he was a special talent, but he has got better and better.
Yeah. There was massive hype around the game at the Grand Slam against Michael van Gerwen, and he hit a 9-darter in that game. That's what he can do for 4-1.
It's still relatively early days in that final. That could be important. Because the Ferret bites back. And Northern Ireland lead, but it's only by 1 leg. We are still on throw in this final, and the Welsh may have got away with one there. It is not dissimilar to what he did in the early stages against Germany. That put him in charge of the game. It's not put them in total control of this one, not yet.
Feels like another big leg, especially for the Welsh. He's in again. This is ridiculous. I bet Daryl Gurney can't believe his luck.
If you hit a 180 every other leg, you're playing world-class darts. If you hit a 180 every other leg and you're not throwing every visit, which is what Josh Rock is doing in this tournament, that is mad.
That's funny.
59.
Just looks likely. He's enjoying it, clearly. Why wouldn't you in your first World Cup of Darts final? We're assuming Josh Rock is going to have an amazing career. This may be the first huge one of many, Dan. We don't know, do we?
How about this for a huge one? Oh, couldn't follow that first dart. But he gets the next best prize, Daryl Gurney.
This is on the Welsh throat. This high in the bed, double 11. Johnny Clayton. Let me tell you, without that man's finishing, the Welsh would be in trouble. He took out 68 that was needed in the third leg. He took out that ton just before the break. Now that 1-4-2 as Josh Rock just hits another max. What on earth?
Johnny Clayton is finishing everything. Josh Rock is scoring unbelievably. Even Gerwyn Price is laughing and joking with Josh Rock. How daft this is. Daryl Gurney is not.
And just in case you missed it, Johnny just kicked off 11. Darts is mad. That was one hell of a finish. Dan, we were chatting during the break saying that that ton finish may be the change of this final. Well, that 1-4-2 may be the change in the final.
It could be. But the Northern Irish are just relentless. They keep on coming.
Yeah. And seemingly, Dan, after 12 darts, they're either out or leaving a double. Or a little pot, which is what it is here. For a 4-3 lead. This is insane darts from Josh Rock.
Well, that is his first double that he's hit in this one, Josh Rock. Changing the angle. Can't find a way over that one. His darts nowadays don't go in quite how they used to, Daryl Gurney. I'm not quite sure what he wants. He's trying to jam them underneath or over the top or on the side.
Magnificent. They're all playing magnificent.
It is yet another maximum for Josh Rock. He's 18th. It ties the record for an individual in the World Cup with Michael van Gerwen from 2017 when he won everything.
Literally everything. The finishing of the Welsh Wonders has been mesmeric. It's been incredible. It's been ridiculous, to be honest. 6,800, 142, and that 88. That is their four legs, and they've needed every single point of it. This is turning into one of the best finals you'll ever see.
This is genuinely astonishing stuff, because the Welsh are finishing everything that comes their way. Josh Rock is firing in trebles as if it is nothing. Gerwyn Price has nearly hit the 12 segment, going for the 60.
I actually think he threw it too quick there, and I was going to say the pace of play has been fantastic to watch. It really has. No one walks back quicker than Josh Rock. No one. Not even Darren Webster in his pomp.
Nobody scurries like Rocky.
Did Darren Webster ever have a pomp?
Oh, yeah.
I was with him a couple of weeks ago. He's still a funny man.
Cool as a cucumber.
Oh, that's him. Another.
This could be a little chance. It's not as big a chance as they would like, but it is a chance.
61st start, and he hits 87. Be disappointed with that.
58.
Well, that was sloppy, because now to take the lead, and they're finishing. Yes, Johnny, unbelievably, you missed, pal. It's really the first thing they've missed, finish-wise.
Is it double-double? He loves double 18. Can he cram another one in there?
56.
I'm surprised he missed.
Well, they require 60.
They are yet to miss a dart at double. They are yet to lead in this game. And they still haven't missed, but they do lead this final. Astonishing resilience from the Welsh pair.
There will come a point in a moment where Josh Rock and Daryl Gurney, Dan, they have to ponder on how on earth are we not winning this darts match? And not because they've been massively outplaying the Welsh, it's the fact that they have been so good. And the Welsh just keep taking their opportunities. Their lowest finish has been 60. When you are playing your best and you're not winning, you somehow can't work it out. Well, to be honest, Darryl, he was leaving them all up to Josh.
Oh, it's another 177. What a game!
Pairs can be so boring, can't it?
A blink from the Welsh. Forced to go to the 12th segment here. Ball.
I have to say, I think the 12 may have put him off there. It was a poor 12 from Daryl. Oh, the click of the wire. You don't need me to tell you, this 46 is important.
No one 46.
Tops. Josh Rock levels it up. And we have an absolute worldie of a World Cup final here. Northern Ireland 5, Wales 5.
But look at Wales' double success. 5 from 5. They've taken out 68, 100, 142, 88 and 60. They took the lead incredibly. And Josh Rock, as an individual, is averaging 115. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it either. I know.
Something has to give. Sure.
But does it?
I don't know. The unstoppable force and immovable object at the minute.
Well, it was at about this time in the semi-final that Gerwyn Price got better.
57.
He's playing well anyway, but if he gets better, then who knows what could happen.
A little Ferrety finger makes an appearance as Johnny Clayton pins the second Welsh 180 to drag their average over 100 and give them a chance to break, throw and lead again.
It's just the thought of ferrets having fingers, Dan.
And also there.
Little claws, right? No? I don't know.
Discuss it later.
It's a bit of a mess because 71 isn't a gimme. And if Josh Rock hits this first 60, which he hasn't, for one of the first times in the match, he really wants to go for that treble 20.
43.
He's just trying to get at least 20 points to get below 101. Tops. They just cannot miss. They cannot miss doubles. It is 6 out of 6.
But they're not coming back for 40 or 32, are they, Dan? They're all pop finishes. They're all difficult 3-dart or 2-dart finishes.
If they have come to the board needing 100 or less, they have taken it out every time.
Right. Are we now at the start of it? May be a 2-minute phase, it may be a 10-minute phase, we don't know, but of Josh Rock not being as brutal on that treble as he was, because if he goes off the boil, the Northern Irish are in trouble here. It's only been not even a leg and a bit, but if the 140s, 180s turn into 60s and 59s, then they are in trouble. Right, they are in trouble.
We could see a bit of daylight. It's not enough. Wales have got time. They've not needed any time in these situations.
The match play, the timing of the Welsh in the semi-final and now, genius for a 2-leg lead. Oof.
You can't be perfect forever. And that isn't even in the 12 segment.
I should have said it, Dan. He didn't like the 12 that he threw at it last time. He didn't like it.
Didn't like that one even less.
Yeah.
41. Wales record 24.
Price couldn't hit it. Clayton's missed. But he doesn't miss again. It is 7-5 Wales.
Wales have won 6 of the last 9 legs, 6 of the last 8 legs, 6 of the last 8.
This is why this team is so formidable. They've lost as a pairing. They didn't play last year, of course. They won it the year before. They only lost in the final to Australia the year before that. The year before that, it took Scotland to beat them, and they won it the year before that. They've lost twice in 5 years as a pairing.
Yeah. Right, he's back, he's back. Went missing for 2 legs. Terrible, terrible. I know they've only lost the last 2 legs, but this feels like a bit of a rot stopper because it's 4 of the last 5. It feels just so needed. Early doors in this World Cup, pairings were averaging 95, 96, and we were saying that that's championship winning material. Wales are averaging 95.
Tops. It's just low, but that's okay. You can afford to miss them.
As long as Darrell doesn't faff. Don't forget they're under it. They really are under it. Any double you hit now, first or second dart. Oh dear. He took out double 5 in the first leg. Darts becomes difficult when you're under pressure. It's difficult enough anyway.
He's not been left particularly handy by Clayton though here, Price. 4 18s will give him a go at the ball. He's got the 4.
That's not a problem, because that's a marker. That is not a problem. That's the problem.
Had the marker, couldn't use it. Ultimately, it did cost him a dart at double, but Johnny Clayton to clean up 25 like he's done a million times before. Not on this occasion.
Northern Ireland, you require 5.
What an edgy end to this leg. Just feels like it's a leg that Northern Ireland can't afford to lose. He'll want to attack this. That's so good. That is... That's relief.
14 land Wales to throw first. Game.
We've entered a new phase of this game where things aren't quite going according to plan. But if Josh Rock is back on it in that particular metric, they can turn this around.
Yeah, it's the phase of things are not as easy as they were. They're all hitting them. Josh Rock setting records for 180s. It's what he does. Just smashes them in pairs games.
Northern Ireland, you require 54.
To level this game up. Well, he's done this because this is his go-to double nowadays,
Yeah.
playing an individual. He hasn't done much of this in pairs format.
But he's got to go high, Dan. High, surely.
That'll do it. And we are level once again. When it looked like the Welsh might have got a grip on this final, Northern Ireland have hit back and they cannot be separated.
That is the first time Northern Ireland have won 2 legs on the bounce since legs 1 and 2. Astonishing for how good they've been. Got to give credit to the Northern Irish, Dan.
You expect brilliance from this Welsh pairing. They've done it year after year. But this is the first time these two have played together. And they have been amazing.
Yeah. 26 scored by Darrell. Punished, yeah. Oh.
25.
He's still very pacey. It's been a long day.
6.
They've done well to get back in this leg. Darrell and Josh. She's not switching, yes. How impressive are these?
Northern Ireland require 82.
To go into the lead. Plum in the bullseye.
66.
They'll come back.
But it's more drama, Dan. It's drama that they don't want. It's drama the Welsh want, of course.
99. Northern Ireland require 16.
To go 2 away. What a last start, Darrell Gurney. What a dart, what a moment.
16 Wales to throw first.
Let me tell you, Johnny Clayton and Gedwin Price were standing behind thinking, this is missable, this is difficult. Darrell Gurney, under pressure the last few legs has been brilliant. There was a 177 before that, Dan. And do you remember the little 5 finish he took out? 5?
Look, it has dropped off in terms of the numbers. Who cares?
Yeah.
This is captivating.
That was the faffing around leg that killed that off. Oh dear, oh dear. A big one here, and Wales could be near the end of their run to success in this year. No, not to be. There feels like there's a bit of flagging going on.
93.
Well, they couldn't sustain that first 10 legs all the way through, but it's about who can get enough of their best stuff back.
55.
The pace has definitely slowed. Mind you, it does when you're just not firing on all cylinders. It's this spell, it's this edgy spell. A treble here hurts.
144.
Can't get it started. Northern Ireland will get a look at 86 to lead 9-7 in a race to 10 in their first ever appearance in a World Cup final. It's a great setup from Gerwyn Price.
Oh, that's good. Double 14. I don't quite know what he said, but if any of our microphones picked anything up, I apologise.
One more leg required for Northern Ireland to etch their names into the history books, to not just win the World Cup, but to beat a brilliant Welsh team in the final to do it.
Daryl Gurney's finishing the last few legs has been nothing short of ridiculous. The last start, double 8, was difficult. Just a 5 when everyone was missing. That 86. They have won 4 legs on the bounce from 7-5 down. They need this leg. They are 241 points away from being World Cup winners. Sounds simple enough. It won't be that simple.
Johnny Clayton making sure it's not simple.
I'm going to say only a ton. This is on the Northern Irish throw. Tops now. That's brilliant from Price. That really is.
Backed himself with that route.
Didn't he just?
Trying to make sure he gets one dart at the outer ring. One dart, one chance. That's all he needed.
Do you remember about 45 minutes ago, Abigail and Mark Webster were having a chat about winning the bullseye and how important it might be or might not be? It might be everything.
It's unfortunate. It looked like it was in the right sort of area.
Oh dear. He really needed to take a beat before that last start because the composure had gone.
Could he find another? Is it another Max? Oh, it's not, and it would have got them to a finish.
The 2 visits from Josh Rock in this leg have been wonderful. It's the reason they're in control of the leg. Try to force its way in. Johnny's already hit a couple of 177s in this match. He needed another.
He needed a treble, and he's not got one. And Northern Ireland, they've got a chance to win it. They've got a chance to win it right now. Josh Rock to win the World Cup!
Well, there's always that point in an event where something simply has to go, and it's not going to go. All he can do is set it up and hope. Daryl Gurney cannot take out 10. He's hardly missed the outer ring in the latter stages of this final.
Northern Ireland have never even been in a World Cup final before. And they have missed 4 title darts.
They were not bad darts. They just missed. Johnny Clayton, double 16. That is wonderful. That is simply wonderful. 9-9 in a race to 10. We are going all the way. And it's Josh Rock to throw first, because he won the bullseye in the practice room about an hour ago. What a visit, Dan. What a visit.
Genuinely incredible, absorbing, back and forth. The finishing from the Welsh, keeping him in it. But the scoring from Northern Ireland. They've hit 11 180s.
Isn't darts just the most wonderful sport? The drama. The drama. That is 9 darts thrown in the deciding leg of a World Cup final. And he leaves Daryl Gurney just 16.
The opposing players are high-fiving each other because of their brilliance. One of the greatest World Cup of darts games, let alone finals, is going to end in a moment. Does it end with a 10-darter and Northern Ireland's first ever title? Daryl Gurney has just won the World Cup for Northern Ireland. It is one of the most astonishing finals this tournament has ever seen, and one of the greatest pairs partnerships we have ever seen in Clayton and Price. Can only applaud them for what is a devastating display of scoring and nerve that lifts this trophy for the first time in their history. They are crying with delight here in Frankfurt.